Hi everybody and welcome to this episode of Beth's Best. Today we are at Disney's Boardwalk Villas. We are in a deluxe studio with a standard view. Let's check it out. Your home for Disney room tours, guides, and reviews. Hit subscribe and the bell. Okay, this is room 4125 at Disney's Boardwalk Villas. So that's going to be on the 4th floor, and we're down the end towards Hollywood Studios. It is a very long walk down the hallway, but I'll show you the view in a bit. We do have a peekaboo view of the Tower of Terror, and because we're on this side, we are really close to the walking path to Hollywood Studios. Let me start by showing you the room. You come in and you've got a really generous size hallway. There's plenty of space for a stroller. If you have one of those with you, you have room to park it right when you come in. There isn't any kind of hook or anything at the front anymore. There used to be, but they removed it. So just be aware of that. And then you come into the room, and on your right is going to be the kitchenette area, and then on your left is going to be the bathroom. Let's start with the kitchen. Okay, here is our kitchenette area. This is a standard for the DVC or Disney Vacation Club resort rooms. This is a studio, and it's gonna have all of the standard amenities. So they're all gonna have a microwave, they're all gonna have a toaster, they're all gonna have a coffee pot. They don't have Keurigs. For a while it was looking like they were gonna switch over to Keurigs, but for whatever reason, at least here at Boardwalk Villas, they haven't switched over. And honestly, at most of the DVC resorts I've stayed at, they haven't switched either. So I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But you also have a small fridge, a hotel fridge. It's not one of the small ones, but it's, you know, not a full-size fridge either, because you are in a studio. One of the other things they give you here in a studio is they give you paper plates, a couple paper bowls, and some paper cups as well. You're not going to be doing a lot of cooking, obviously, in this room, but I like to bring like granola bars and things like that if you want to get some bread or something at the little store. So like here at Boardwalk, there's the Screen Door is what the merchandise store is called here. It's over on the Boardwalk. It's one of the best for the DVC resorts, but all of the DVC resorts, if you don't already know, will have some kind of store where you can get cold items and kind of pantry staples. So that's something to think about. It's a good way to, you know, save money if that's something that you want to do, to pick up some food to have in your room. Again, not a huge kitchen, but it is nice to have the option here. And I do really like the marble tiles. They added those a couple of years ago when they refurbished these rooms. And I love the countertop, which ties into the bathroom, which we're gonna see in a minute. So right across from the kitchenette area, you have the bathroom for this room. You're gonna have a closet here, which has got great hanging space. It's a really deep closet. These older DVC resorts, so Beach Club and Boardwalk would be two. If you haven't seen Beach Club, I've got room tours of the studios and the 2-bedroom coming out, so I'll link that above and below. But what I love about these closets is that they're really deep. So you can roll your suitcases right in there and get them off of the floor so you're not tripping on them if you unpack. We'll get to the unpacking in a minute, because if you are a longtime subscriber to my channel, first off, thank you. Second off, you know I'm a stickler about storage, so you're gonna hear about that in just a minute. But I do love the hanging space here. I recommend, little sneak preview, I recommend bringing one of those closet, shelf additions, you know, where you hook it onto the top of the bar. I'm forgetting what they call it at the moment, but you hook it onto the bar and then it has like shelves. I have a whole thing on this in my Old Key West video. I will link that above and below. If you haven't seen Old Key West Studio, check it out. So for storage in here in the kitchen, we do have a couple of drawers, 2 small drawers, and then some open shelving down below. Only 1 sink. You know, it's pretty standard. It's not a fabulous bathroom. You've got a separate water closet with your shower area. I do like the fact that they've added a porcelain marble look tiles to the floor, which tie nicely with the subway tiles. All of the painting in here and the aesthetic is really nice and relaxing. They did add, when they refurbed a couple years ago, the makeup mirrors, which is really nice option to have if you have somebody who uses one of those to get ready in the morning versus a resort that doesn't have it. It's nice. Now let's check out the remainder of the room and we'll talk more about that storage. We've got ourselves a queen bed here that is standard in the studios. If you're looking for a king size bed, you're gonna have to upgrade to a 1 bedroom. So this is a queen here. We do have 1 nightstand, which I think is a missed opportunity. Disney, if you're listening, you need to have nightstands on both sides of the bed. This is a sticking point for me because for a lot of DVC members, there's more than 1 person in this bed, and we both would like to be able to have our phones and things accessible. So, I digress. We have 1 nightstand. It's got 2 traditional plugs and 2 USB ports. Not really any storage to speak of here. You do have a mirror here on the wall, which is, I guess, just helpful in getting ready. Your couch is going to pull out into another double size bed here. So this, again, standard for the DVC studios. And this coffee table just rolls nicely out of the way, so you don't need to worry about that. And let me show you the 3rd bed in this room where your 5th person is going to sleep. This is one of the resorts where studios will sleep 5 people. It's time for my storage rant. This is essentially the only drawer storage for the entire room. This room, again, sleeps 5 people. You'll see the 3rd bed in a moment. It's a drop down underneath the TV. Now, there are only four drawers in this armoire bureau. And the drawers are very, very narrow. If you use packing cubes, first off, if you don't use packing cubes, you should definitely look into that because they're fabulous. They make your life so much easier. But if you use packing cubes, you'll know what I'm saying in that not even a medium-sized cube will fit into these drawers. You will essentially have to unpack pretty much everything and try and shove it in. Not a lot of storage at all, especially if you're here for multiple days with multiple people. It's a real miss on Disney's part. However, I digress. There's a lot to like about this room. Just note the storage, okay? Now, the 3rd bed that we keep talking about is right underneath the TV. It's one of those wonderful twin size beds that pull down. They've been adding those at all the resorts for the last several years. They're really, really cute. If you are a small adult, you might want to sleep under there. If you have kids or younger people in your party, it's a fabulous option. This one has Dumbo. It's just super cute. It really goes with that boardwalk theme, and I really, really love it. Now, this room is a lock-off studio. The vast majority of studios here, like 90% of them at Boardwalk Villas, are going to be lock-off, so you're going to have a door to a 1-bedroom attached. If you want to see a 1-bedroom, I have videos for those, which I will link above and below, so you can rent this as a 2-bedroom suite, or you can just rent either of the components separately, either a studio and a 1-bedroom. Now, let me show you the balcony, which is next on our tour. The balcony. One of the great things about all of the DVC resorts is that they all have some sort of outside space, be it a balcony or a patio. Just one of those great things about being a DVC member. Now, this is a standard view room. Now, one thing to be aware of at Boardwalk Villas, like a lot of the DVC resorts, you have premiums for different room views, but the room itself is exactly the same, regardless of whether you're booked into a standard view or a boardwalk view or a garden or pool view. Helicopter. Get a moment to go back. Okay, sorry about that. So this is a standard view room. Again, we are looking out over kind of a little pond area. We have a peekaboo view of Tower of Terror, as I said before. We are down on the end though, so it is a long walk to the lobby and to get down to the elevator to head out to the walking path to Epcot. So if you want to be quick to get over to Epcot or close to the lobby, this is not going to be a good room choice for you. Most of these standard view rooms do look out over the front driveway or the porte cochere, but they do have two other view categories here. Again, those are preferred view categories of boardwalk or garden or pool view. This is a huge resort. There are lots of room views to look at. Go onto touring plans if you want to dig deeper into that as well. But we even get a little Skyliner view here. So we're pretty happy. Again, this is a 4125. Okay, that's the room tour. Now let's talk quickly about Disney's Boardwalk Villas and why I love it here so much. First off, if you are a DVC member or you're renting points, the Boardwalk Villas has a fantastic point chart. It's much more favorable than some of the newer resorts like Riviera, so that's definitely something to think about. But really the reason you stay at Boardwalk isn't for the rooms, it's for the location. The fact that you can walk to both Epcot and Hollywood Studios is absolutely fabulous. You've got a Skyliner hub right next door at the entrance, the International Gateway entrance, to Epcot. So there's tons of transportation here. You've also got the friendship boats that go by as well, which will bring you between the two parks and the different resorts. So you stay at Boardwalk for the location, right? Like it's all money when it comes to location, location, location. So I love this resort because of that. I also like the fact that during non-COVID times or non-pandemic times, there are a lot of dining options available here on the boardwalk. They also have two pools. They have a quiet pool. There's also a main feature pool as well, which they've recently gotten rid of the scary clown slide, and it's now Mickey and Minnie and the Fab Five. It's actually really, really cute. So there's a lot of reasons to stay here. Have you stayed at Disney's Boardwalk Villas, or maybe it's on your dream wish list? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, we're here all the time. We're here too much, really. Constantly doing room tours for you. So hit subscribe, hit the bell, that way you'll be notified when I drop my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.